Hey my loves, welcome back. If you're new here, hey, my name is Yvonne. If you love my content, you can as well join the family, okay, over here with your family. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Know this, 100% of everything that I'm telling you guys about moving down to Malaysia. Also do your research. Malaysia's system changes all the time before you make your final conclusion. Okay, so moving forward, guys, you guys have asked me a whole lot of questions about moving down. So if you're one of those people, grab some popcorn, okay, because your question is going to be answered today. I have quite a number of questions from you guys, and I just feel like I want to just answer everything for you guys. We're going to be jumping into the question and answer, okay? And yeah, so guys, our first question is from Saint. He asks, can someone get a job in Malaysia with tourist visa? That's not possible, okay, because if you're coming here for visit, they kind of like issue you a visa and you have like specific days to stay in Malaysia before you go back to your country. Okay, so if you're coming down here with a tourist visa, meaning you're coming here to visit and you're going back, so a tourist visa cannot work in Malaysia, except maybe you have a student visa or you have a business visa. That's the only way you can work in Malaysia. But if you have a tourist visa, you're coming down to Malaysia, you can work with a tourist visa. Now for foreigners, you cannot apply with a tourist visa when you're in Malaysia and you want to stay. You need to go back to your country, reapply. I have a series on my channel, okay, which I titled Malaysia series. Everything you want to know about moving down to Malaysia, I have it there. Like, go watch it. I know it's quite a number of videos, but just keep watching. You might get everything, like all the details you need about moving down to Malaysia. So I will link some videos in my description box. Check it out, okay? So for Saint, you cannot work with a tourist visa when you visit Malaysia. Because tourist visa is like you visiting Malaysia, okay? So you cannot work with that visa. You need to go back to your country, reapply with a student visa or a business visa, okay, before you can stay here, live here. Okay, so that is it. So the second question we're going to be answering is, I think this is not a question, this is just I think she's in Malaysia, she's just stating her point about living in Malaysia. Okay, so Vivian said getting employment in Malaysia is not easy for most foreigners, not just Africans, due to overprotectionist government policies. But I have met some African students who landed some good job in tech and engineering company. The critical sectors of the Malaysia economy that require skills, imports, are tech, banking, medical, and education. It is easier to get a job with employment pass. This is what I always talk about in my videos, okay? If you watch my videos, you know this. That is the fact, okay? That is just the fact. You cannot, for foreigners, it's very difficult for we foreigners to get a job in Malaysia, okay? And the only way they will even consider you if you're a student and if you have an employment pass. I have quite a number of you guys that came to Malaysia through watching my videos, and I actually like give you guys some tips. Some of you reach out to me on Instagram. I gave you guys some tips about how to come here and all that, and some of you moved down here through applying for a job in your country, and most of you are working in Malaysia now. Okay, so that is it. This is categorized in different aspect, okay? It's either you are a student, or you have a business pass, or you have an employment pass. Those three visas can get you a job in Malaysia, okay? But if you're coming here with a tourist visa cannot. You're just coming to see how beautiful Malaysia is, you know, like an holiday, like you're coming for an holiday. to come see this country, see how it looks like, and you go back. But if you want to work, these are the 3 visas. Either you're getting an employment pass, you're getting a student pass, or you're getting a business pass. Okay, so that is it. Thank you, Vivian, for the tips. I really do appreciate. Okay, so moving forward, our third question is from Prosper. He asks, how were you able to stay in Malaysia after studies, or how did you go to Malaysia? Okay, Prosper, if you've not seen my video how I moved down to Malaysia, I'm still gonna link that video in my description box. Please go check it out so you see how I moved down to Malaysia. Okay, if you're a student, you're done with schooling and you decided to want to stay back, as I said before, after studies, if you're thinking of staying back, then you can reapply for an employment pass or a business pass. Okay, after you're done with your school, it's either you're reapplying for a master degree, which automatically you can stay back, or you're getting an employment pass or a business pass. That's the only way you can stay in Malaysia after your studies. Okay, so I think I've answered that. So moving forward, our next question is still from Prosper. He asked, hi, can I come to Malaysia on a tourist visa to apply for self-employment or business visa? So I think back then you can, but now I don't think so, because their system keep changing. Okay, so my best advice for you, I feel like if you're coming here, you want to come and stay, just apply for this 3 visa: an employment pass, a business pass, or a student pass. So that automatically means that you're definitely going to be staying back in Malaysia for a very long time. But for a tourist visa, I think maybe 10 days or 2 weeks or so, you're back to your country. If you have a tourist visa, you cannot reapply when you come here, reapply for an employment pass or a business pass. You have to go back to your country if you know you want to come here and stay, or you want to come here to work. What I always tell people, like when you guys reach out to me, I always tell you, make sure that anything you're doing it in your country. It will be more easier for you. Okay, the next question we are going to be answering is from Frank. Frank asks, when one is in Malaysia, can you come to holidays in your home country? Of course, yes. When you have a student, or when you have a student pass, an employment pass, or a business pass, of course, anytime you want to go back to your country, you can go and spend time and come back. Okay, that's the reason why you have the pass. Okay, you can as well even travel to another country if you want to. Okay, it's depending on your mullah. If you have the so guys, I play too much, but anyways, yes, you can travel down to your country anytime you want to for visit, then you can come back to Malaysia. So our next question, can tourists get a resident permit in Malaysia? Malaysia is not like Dubai that you get resident permits. Please know this and know peace. I'm not going to be addressing this again. I'm going to be linking down all my moving down to Malaysia video. Please go watch it, because I will not repeat this again. So Malaysia is not like Dubai or the US or Canada or the UK. Name those countries that you can get their passport, you can get their resident permits. Malaysia is not like that too. I'm sorry, my brother. I am sorry. Okay, the only permits you have there, the only pass you have there is either you're coming here to study, you're coming here for an employment pass, or you're coming here for a business pass. It's as simple as ABC. They don't have resident permit here. If you like, spend 100 years in this country, you ain't getting their passport or resident permit. Okay, this is an Asia country and they are so strict here. Okay, it's not like other countries that they have everything in a platter of gold. Here is not like that. Okay, this is the ghetto. Oh my goodness. But anyways guys, this is the ghetto. Okay, if you like, you spend 100 years. Back then I feel like when you get a house, when you get a property here, of course you can get Malaysia your second home. Not resident, it's Malaysia, it's called Malaysia your second home. I feel like that is also like a resident permit, okay, or what's it called, their passport, because it's stronger than all the passports like student pass, employment pass, and business pass. It's strong. You can as well even bring all the member of your family. When you have this Malaysia your second home, I laugh too much guys, but it's funny when you have Malaysia your second home. Okay, I think the only way is when you buy a property, and I feel like when you also marry a local. I think I'm actually going to be doing a video with Yana. Okay, I don't know, our schedule is very tight. I pray we have time, or she have time, to come sit with me and give you guys clue about Malaysia your second home, or being a permanent resident in Malaysia, what it requires for foreigners to have a permanent resident in Malaysia. I feel I'm going to do that video. You guys stay tuned for that, and I feel Yana is the perfect person to come explain with you guys because she's a Malaysian. Okay, so when you get a property in Malaysia, obviously maybe they can give you Malaysia your second home, which is their passport, that you have all the rights, all the nerves to bring any member of your family back from African or back from anywhere you are to Malaysia. Okay, that is it. I feel like I'm gonna touch more on this aspect in another video for you guys, so you guys can get all the details. So for you asking, can a tourist get a resident permit in Malaysia? No, is a no. A tourist cannot get a resident. Even a student even a student that have schooled here for so many years, they don't have permanent resident, talk less of a tourist. A tourist, you're just coming here to visit and you're jackparing back to your country. You're jackparing back. So no this and no peace. Okay, so moving forward, the next question is from Ruru. Ask, what about those who do not need a visa to enter Malaysia? Cause that is my case. Can I go there and search for a job and then apply for work permit? How does that work? Please, if anyone knows, because I already spent 2 hours browsing Malaysian immigration website. I still cannot find how and where do I apply for the work permit since I do not need a visa. Okay, I feel like Ruru, your case is quite different. Okay, I know of one of my subscriber that want to come to Malaysia because she's a US citizen, so she do not need a visa to come here. So for those of you that do not need a visa to come down to Malaysia, I feel like when you come to Malaysia, you can go to the immigration office and find out the procedure, what you need to do before you start working. Okay, so for those of you that do not need visa to come to Malaysia, of course you can work here, but I feel like they need some kind of requirement from you before you can start working. So when you get here, you can as well go to the immigration office, ask 1 or 2 questions what they needed for you to start working. So guys, our next question is for Rink Wendy. He asked, or she asked, I love what you are doing. Oh, thank you so much. Please, coming from Nigeria, do I need a yellow fever card or COVID vaccination card? Of course you need a yellow fever card and a COVID vaccination card to come to Malaysia. So the next question is from Flora. She asked, thanks for sharing, beautiful sister. Thank you so much for watching, darling. She said, I think she's referring to the video I posted, how to get a job in Malaysia. She said, but what about those without a degree? You can apply for an employment pass, okay? That simply means that you're coming here to work, okay? It's not everyone that is in Malaysia that have a student visa. Some people, they have an employment pass and a business pass. So for those of you that do not want to come to Malaysia in school, is either you apply for a business pass or an employment pass. That's simple, okay? If you want to work, apply for an employment pass. You definitely get a job when you get here, or you even apply for a job in your country. Make all the necessary requirements online, you know, the company you want to work with. If you watch that video, how to get a job in Malaysia, everything you want to know about getting a job in Malaysia is in that video. You can go watch it, then you can move down here and you start working. So it's as simple as ABC. So Flora, I hope I've answered your question. The next question is, this is from Suba. He asks, good evening, please, is it possible for Nigerian to convert e-visa to working visa? I don't think so, okay? That's why I said if you want to apply for a student visa, please apply for a student visa. If you want to apply for an employment pass, apply for an employment pass. If you want to apply for a business visa, apply for a business visa. That was actually quick, guys. So I feel like that's all the questions about moving down to Malaysia. I hope I've answered your question, and please, if you still do not understand, I'm gonna link all moving down to Malaysia video. I'm gonna link it in my description box. Please make sure you're watching, okay, so you can get all the details. I will say everything that I'm saying, okay? Please also do your research, because Malaysia system changes all the time, okay? So make sure you're doing your research. Go to your embassy in your country, do the necessary research you want to do before applying. What is possible today cannot be possible tomorrow. So that is it. I hope I've touched one or two points in this video, and I hope this video is helpful. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my video. Until then, I'm gonna see you guys in my next one. Stay blessed and stay beautiful and stay pretty. You guys know I add you. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.